It's the varsity football season opener. Hello everyone and welcome inside Hazeltine Field. I'm Giri DeLiu and we have a terrific contest coming up tonight between the El Segundo Eagles and the Palos Verdes Peninsula Panthers. The Panthers come into this matchup 1-0, already having played last week and defeating Oak Park 42-21. It was a collective win in that game against Oak Park as the Panthers quarterback, O-line, running backs, and defense showed up. It was a great win and a great way to start the season, said head coach David Young. Now for the Eagles, they start the season just like last year with a lot of question marks at a lot of positions except one. That's quarterback Matthew Romero. He comes back as a senior to lead this squad. He had a terrific season last year as a junior, combined for over 30 touchdowns, and he'll be not only the centerpiece of the offense, but of this whole team. For more on Matthew Romero and this matchup, let's go to Tolly Anderson.
Thanks to Gideon, quarterback Matthew Romero, senior top dog on the field. He told me he is just excited for season, but most importantly to throw to his seniors. And yesterday I was at practice. That guy is incredibly passionate. Let's see how the season goes and most importantly, how him and his receivers gel together.
Thanks, Tolly. It's the Panthers versus the Eagles next on El Segundo TV. Here come your 2018 El Segundo varsity football team. Hello everyone, once again, welcome to this broadcast between the Eagles and the Panthers here on El Segundo TV. It's the season opener for El Segundo and home opener all in one. And we got a great game in store for you. Again, I'm Giri DeLiu, Tolly Anderson on the sidelines covering this one. And a whole lot of storylines, a whole lot to get to in this one. The captains for the Eagles, Matthew Romero, Gunnar Rogers, James Emerald, and Dylan Phillips. El Segundo did win the coin toss. They declined, so the Panthers will receive. Back deep to receive for the Panthers, number 24, Mason O'Connor, and number 4, John Skoblar. The Eagles will be playing with a heavy heart today. The El Segundo community lost a great Eagles supporter yesterday. Chuck Schaefer passed away peacefully, but with his family by his side after suffering a long battle with health issues. Chuck was a ball manager for football, baseball, and basketball. The Eagles honored him before tonight's game with a moment of silence. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the Schaefer family. Daniel Zvala will kick off for El Segundo. The senior, 6 foot 170, and here we go, we're underway in the 2018 football season. Skoblar gets it. He comes back to his left, bottom of your screen's got blocking. There is some flags on the field as Skoblar goes down at the 32-yard line.
And David Madrid, flag on play, holding against the Panthers.
Both young teams here tonight. We'll see which one steps up. Of course, we mentioned in pregame the Panthers already 1-0. And that penalty went against the Panthers, pushing in the back. And a young team will get those kind of penalties. Here they start from their own 11-yard line. Quarterback Ethan Gretzinger. Out of the shotgun, hands off. Straight up the middle for a few yards. Short yard run right there for the Panthers, a gain of 3. Mason O'Connor will be the starting running back for Peninsula. had 13 carries, 108 yards with 1 touchdown in last week's win against Oak Park. Fake handoff by Gertzinger, looks to keep it himself, spins, comes back around, trying to get past the defense and finally brought down, did get positive yards, but brought down by James Emerald, bringing up 3rd and short for Peninsula.
Yes, it is.
Ethan Gertzinger, a senior quarterback, 5'11", 175, had a stellar game last week against Oak Park, 8 for 13, 151 yards with 2 touchdowns. Also rushed for 85 yards with a rushing touchdown. Gertzinger out of the shotgun, has backs on either side of him, gives it to O'Connor. O'Connor comes up the right side, looking to get the first down, does, and gets taken down by a whole lot of blue jerseys, but not before the Panthers converted and got their first down of the night. Peninsula just happy to be playing football again. Again, this was a school that 3 years ago canceled their season midway through, did not know if they were going to play football ever again at that school, but here they are. Handoff, number 42, Sammy Monroe on the carry, the fullback this time. Gain of about 2. I'll give him 4. The junior fullback getting some action. Last week, the running attack was Mason O'Connor and Sebastian Huzar. This year, they're throwing this game, they're throwing Sammy Monroe in the mix. Again, shotgun formation. Gives it to Monroe. He comes up the left side and brought down by 2 El Segundo defenders. Alex Ron is in there. You'll notice Alex Ron wearing number 73 instead of his usual 17. That's because he's going to start on the offensive line today. Cannot have a low number to play on the O-line, so they swapped out his 17 for number 73. He was a force last year on defense for the Eagles, looking to do the same thing this year. 4-man front, 4-3 defense from El Segundo. And there's the first timeout of the game taken by Peninsula with 8 minutes and 49 seconds here in the first quarter. When I talked to Coach Young earlier this week, I asked him, what kind of team are you guys? And he said, we're a run-first team. We like to set up the run to open up the pass, and that's what they're doing here so far. Have not attempted a pass yet by the young quarterback. All rushing plays. There you see Coach Dan Heck giving some instruction to the defense. The former Lusinger Olympian has been the man in charge of this El Segundo defense for so many years. Played quarterback at Kansas University. Had a nice chat with Coach Heck yesterday at practice. We'll see what this defense takes away from the conversation. 3rd and 3 coming up for the Panthers. Shotgun situation for Gertzinger again. Fakes the handoff, pump fakes, throws into traffic, incomplete. There is a flag that comes in late. Kyle Myers broke up the pass. It was intended for Justin Kim. See what the call is here. It's on El Segundo. This will give the Panthers a first down. And now both teams with a penalty apiece with just a few minutes into this ball game. Second first down of the drive for Peninsula. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. Going shotgun again. Have attempted one pass that was incomplete. Hand it off again to the fullback, Sammy Monroe. Very short gain, a gain of 2. Bringing up 2nd and 8. Coach Young also told me before the start of the game that we feel confident coming into here tonight to play El Segundo. We got those first game jitters out of the way last week. El Segundo has not. This is their first game, so they feel good about this matchup here tonight. Hand off to O'Connor. O'Connor lowers his shoulder and gets close to another Panthers first down before being brought down by number 5, Christoph Charles. They did get enough for the first down, so that's the 3rd first down of the evening for Peninsula. The running attack is working for the guys in white. First and 10. Shotgun. Gertzinger hands off. O'Connor finds a hole. And a big gain by O'Connor. Close to another Panthers first down. A gain of 9 on that run. 2nd and short for Peninsula here. The Panthers feel confident running the ball. They got some big guys up front. Left tackle Zach Daney, 6'2", 290. And right guard Dara Dolwachi, 6'4", 240. Looking to throw, Gertzinger airs it out deep. Has his man, but way overthrown, intended for Justin Kim. Good coverage there by James Freilich, the 5'8" junior. Third and 1 coming up for the Panthers. This will be a big stop for this young El Segundo defense if they can hold off Peninsula here. That's the biggest question mark of this team, this El Segundo team, is this defense. A lot of starters graduated, so we'll see who steps up, and we'll know a whole lot more by the end of this ball game. 3rd and 1, 2 receivers on either side of Gertzinger. He's going to hand it off to O'Connor right up the middle, and he has more than enough for a first down. Fourth first down of the evening, 3rd consecutive first down for the Panthers. Under 7 minutes to play here in the first quarter. This is the opening drive for Peninsula. They've maintained possession. It's been thanks to their offensive line and running backs. Man in motion, Scobar. Hand off to O'Connor. O'Connor comes back the other way, tries to follow his right guard, but gets taken down. But a good gain once again from Mason O'Connor, the senior. Second and 1 will be coming up for Peninsula. It'll be interesting to see if the Panthers do get in a goal line situation. They have a bruiser, Sebastian Huzar, that they like to use down there. They used him twice last week for 2 touchdowns. Gertzinger airs it out in the corner. Great defending. It's an incomplete pass. Good job on the coverage. Christoph Charles, the junior, making himself big, only 5'11", but he played like he was 6'2" right there. Charles coming off of a terrific last few months, won the CIF championship in soccer with the El Segundo Eagles. Congratulations to the boys varsity soccer team. We have a great soccer piece coming up on El Segundo TV soon. Hand off to the big boy, Sammy Monroe. He's rushing, he's pounding, and finally gets taken down by a whole lot of defenders. Jackson Ross was in the pile. And more importantly, another first down for Peninsula. .13 yards to go for a score. Under 6 minutes now to play in the first quarter. And the Panthers have just dominated this first possession. Gretzinger.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Keeps it himself, finds some room. Goes nowhere though. James Amaral there with the tackle.
4 on the play, 2nd and 6.
Second down for Peninsula. They still can get the first down without scoring down here. Bringing in the big boys, O'Connor to the right of Gertzinger, Sammy Monroe to the left. Shotgun, Monroe takes it, bounces off a defender, pulls another one with him, in the end zone, touchdown Peninsula. Some Eagle players discussing and disputing, saying they got a ball there in the end, a loose ball, but no signal by the referee. Touchdown will stand. And Jack Hayworth will be the kicker for the Panthers. PAT is good, and it's 7-0 Peninsula over El Segundo. Panthers did a terrific job rushing the ball. Wasted most of the first quarter. Like I mentioned last week, they used O'Connor and Huzar, especially in short yardage situations. Sebastian Huzar was the back. Looked like they switched it up this week with Sammy Monroe, and Monroe got a short yardage situation touchdown, put his team up 7-0. Hayworth kicks it off. Joey Gorte gets the kick return. He has a little bit of room trying to follow his blockers. And a decent return at the 38-yard line. Let's see how the Eagles answer back. Matthew Romero will lead his troops. 119 completions, 200 attempts, 1,739 yards, 19 touchdowns, 7 interceptions for Romero. Here's a handoff, toss it to Gorte. And Gorte gets swarmed by a whole lot of Panthers there. Loss of yardage on that play. 2nd and 12 coming up for El Segundo. Joey Gorte coming up as the starter here this season. Armand Saison will also get some looks as you see him to the right of Romero. Romero throws to Gorte, trips, but does manage to gain a few yards. They're going to use Gorte this season not only as a starting running back, but also as a slot receiver. So far, this Panthers defense that allowed 21 points last week is holding off strong. A 3rd and 8 coming up for El Segundo early on. Romero, 3 receivers to his right. Drops back, looks to throw, has Dylan Phillips, but right there are 2 Panthers to make the tackle. Brett McGowan and Arrow Hubert. Interesting call here on 4th and short for El Segundo. The Eagles lining up like they're going to go for it. 1 yard to go. Romero keeps it himself. And looks like he has enough for a first down. A great job by the young quarterback, calling his own number, lowering his shoulders, and getting the tough yardage.
On the tackle. First down, Eagles.
Romero was very effective on the ground last year. 119 rushes, 459 yards with 9 touchdowns. A little bit of movement there up front on the line. Number 51, Jason Aguelo, jumped early. That's a free play for El Segundo. Aguelo, a senior, should know better. Both teams, even though the Peninsula has played a game, still a lot of nerves. A good crowd here at home for El Segundo. This home field advantage is real for the Eagles. A toss to Gorte. He finds a little room, but nothing there. About a yard gain on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and about 4. The Eagles will rotate a lot of personnel. You saw James Fraley coming out. Romero out of the shotgun. 4 receiver set, rolls to his left, look to keep it himself. He does, piles through a defender and gets the first down. Romero looking like a running back instead of a quarterback there. Romero just powered through over Jason Aguelo. Aguelo goes 5'11", 225, not a small guy. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Shotgun situation again for Romero. Looking to throw, fakes it, keeps it himself. Lots of space for Matthew. And a nice gain for Romero on first down. Gain of 5 on that play. Now El Segundo returning the favor. Pushing the defense back. And Peninsula did it one way, straight runs. El Segundo is mixing it up a little bit, this time handing it off to Armand Saison. He goes nowhere, wrapped up by number 22, Brett McGowan. The sophomore. Lost about a half a yard there. That's going to do it at the end of the first quarter. Your score, El Segundo 0, Peninsula 7. It's thanks to the Panthers running game and fullback Sammy Monroy, while the Panthers lead this one. They also took up most of the first quarter, didn't give El Segundo whole lot of opportunities there. El Segundo will get the ball to start the second quarter. Be a 3rd down and 5 situation for the Eagles. The first quarter of the 2018 season in the books. Football season's underway, ladies and gentlemen. Feels like we were just here doing the playoff game. Last year, the Eagles played El Medina up there in Orange, California. Romero on 3rd and 5, throws, connects with Christoph Charles, and enough for Eagles' first down. So Charles won the CIF championship in soccer. Not only did he win the team, he won the championship and was a part of the team, he also scored a goal in the championship game. Here's a run by Romero. Gains a few. Bring up 2nd and 4. Let's go down the sidelines with Paulie Anderson.
Thank you, Egidio. Oh my gosh, it is so loud down here on the sideline. I feel like I have to mention, I know we chatted a little bit off camera, what the crowd was going to be like, because it is a preseason game, and most importantly, school has not started. The stands are truly, I guess, sold out, they would say. It's unreal out here, and is fired up, definitely. Matthew Romero is so excited right now.
Armand Saison with a big run and another Eagles first down. Saison, of course, transferred last year from Santa Monica along with his brother Darion Saison. Darion did a good job last year at quarterback, played fullback. Armand played a little bit towards the end of the season, but now he's the guy, he's starter here. Gets the ball again, trips. Gets touched by number 11, Wyatt Chang, and he'll go down right there. Coach Shevlin had a whole lot of nice things to say about Armand and a whole lot of expectations from number 2. In his junior year, he's 5'8", 200 pounds. Had 18 carries last year for only 169 yards with 1 touchdown. Did get some playoff experience as well. On 2nd and long, Romero scrambles, comes to his left. Makes some nice moves and brought down by a sack of Panthers. We have an injured Panther on the field. I believe that's Brett McGowan, the sophomore outside linebacker. As the medical trainers attend to him, we heard it from the crowd, the oohing and ahhing. There was a big hit delivered by Armand Saison, collision with Brett McGowan. 9 minutes and 41 seconds here in the second quarter. 7-0 your score. Peninsula on top. The Eagles are threatening to score and tie it up though. As the lights come on here on the field, we get the full effect of Friday Night Lights. Beautiful Southern California night. Steve Shevlin in his 25th year as the Eagles head coach. Told me it's flying by. Feels like it was just yesterday when he started. It was 25 years ago. He took the keys to the car here in El Segundo. He's done a terrific job with these Eagles. Over the last 5 seasons, the El Segundo Eagles have averaged 9 wins. Took a team last year that wasn't supposed to go anywhere. They went 8-2 and made the playoffs. The year before, split a league title with Santa Monica and Culver City. A lot of success here in El Segundo, and they just keep breeding good football players, regardless who's under that helmet and whoever's wearing that jersey. The Eagles somehow put it together and produce wins. Something that Peninsula would like to copy, at least the recipe of El Segundo's success. Again, this is a school that canceled football season in 2015, brought it back in 2016, thanks to Coach David Young. And Brett McGowan seems to be helped off the field. We hope that he's all right.
Number 22, Brett McGowan.
.941 in the second quarter. The Eagles have the ball, a 3rd and 12 situation coming up.
When we return to action, to 3rd down and 12.
They're down at the 18-yard line.
On the Panthers' 18-yard line.
18 yards to go to tie this one up. They've converted on 3rd down before in this drive. Romero looking for that same magic again. Christoph Charles to the bottom of the screen. Up top, Kale and Gorte, and Armand Saison to his right. Romero gives it to Saison. He has a whole lot of space there, but way short of a 1st down. Got taken down at the 15. A gain of 3 from Saison. Looking like the Eagles will try a field goal. Jose Hurtado. Nick Villa with the hold. Hurtado's field goal is good, and the Eagles are on the board. Not a touchdown, but still has to be considered success to get any type of points on the board. And it's 7-3, Panthers over the Eagles with 9:02 here in the second quarter. Daniel Zavala will be the kicker that kicks off. And El Segundo will use, like you just saw, Jose Hurtado as the kicker for the extra points this season. Hurtado will also play a little bit of linebacker this year. O'Connor back deep to receive for the Panthers, along with John Skolbar. O'Connor gets it, comes to his right, makes 2 defenders miss. He has space and goes out of bounds, pushed by number 44 of El Segundo. David Madrid saving perhaps another Panther score right there.
Take over on their own 43-yard line, 1st and 10.
Good field position for the Panthers, starting their own 43-yard line. The running attack worked their last time up. We'll see if they go to it again. Gertzinger throws, connects. Hayworth Very close to another first down, a yard off. Gain of 9 on the catch for Jack Hayworth, the 6-foot junior. Had a 4-yard touchdown catch last week in that win against Oak Park. His first reception of the night here. Second and short for Peninsula. Right up the middle, Sammy Monroy powers through. Not only a first down, but a gain of 6. Monroy, though, is limping back to the sidelines. We'll keep an eye on that. He's been a big contributor to this Panthers offense tonight. Has the touchdown for Peninsula. O'Connor back in there to the right of Gertzinger. He'll block for him. Gertzinger will keep it himself, running to the left. Has a whole lot of space and a first down. Good, evenly matched up game so far. Two young teams looking to make some noise in the South Bay and looking to prove themselves. Of course, the Panthers in a very tough Bay League. The Eagles in the Ocean League. Gertzinger to O'Connor. O'Connor coming back inside, all the way to the other side. Has room, a first down, and it gets taken down at the 19. Consecutive first downs for the Panthers, and they are threatening for another score.
Made by number 18, Jackson Ross.
First and 10 at the 19 for Peninsula. O'Connor this time to the left of Gertzinger. Keeps it himself, jukes off a defender, and running to the sidelines for a gain of 6. A new opponent for El Segundo here this year to open up the season. 3 straight years prior, they faced Lusinger. They went 3-0 in that series, and Lusinger said no more. In comes Peninsula, and so far a great matchup. .7-12 in the second quarter. 4 receivers set, 3 to the bottom of the screen, 1 up top for the Panthers. Shotgun formation, Gertzinger gives it to O'Connor. O'Connor comes up the left side, lots of room, and another Peninsula first down. It's not on repeat, folks. They're just producing first downs back to back to back. And the running game is working up front, especially with those big guys leading the way. See if conditioning is a factor here. I see a lot of the Eagles defensive linemen have their hands to the hips. Not a good sign usually. First and goal for Peninsula. Gertzinger up the middle to O'Connor. Touchdown, Panthers. Hayworth on for the PAT. The hold, the kick, and it's good. 14-3 your score with 6 minutes and 41 seconds in the second quarter. The Panthers lead the Eagles. For O'Connor, 1 touchdown last week. Shows the same performance this week, a touchdown so far. Coach Young's statement has been true so far. We're a run-first team, and that's what they've done. They've stuck to their guns. They got those big guys up front, pushing along the defense pretty much wherever they want to. And has produced 14 points from the guys from the hill. Gorte and Myers back to receive. Hayworth will kick it off. Gorte back. Peninsula, he will not bring this up. And the Eagles will get possession at the 20.
20-yard line.
Peninsula on that last drive started at the 43. Excellent field position. Now the Eagles have their work cut out for them as they start at their own 20. They have 6 minutes and 41 seconds to do something before they hit the locker rooms for halftime. Romero hands it off to Gorte. Gorte has room up the right side. Gorte fighting to the last second, stretching out for an extra yard. Will be about a yard and a half shy of another first down. Second and 1 coming up for El Segundo. 4 receivers set. Play action. Romero gets it to Kale. He comes inside, and a first down for El Segundo. Kale brought down at the 35-yard line, moving the chains. With under 6 minutes to play here in the second. Eagles going hurry up. This time Romero to Gorte. He gets a nice gain of about 6 or 7 there. Like I mentioned earlier, they're going to use Gorte as a running back, as a receiver, as a return man. Pretty much he's the Danny McEntee of 2018. The Eagles have had great running backs the last few years. Taz Tuwese, Danny McEntee. Now it's Gorte's time to shine. Romero out of the shotgun, looks, throws deep, looking for Christoph Charles, almost intercepted. Xavier Soto had his hands on it, but it's an incomplete pass, and it'll bring up second down. I'm sorry, third down and 3 for the Eagles. Saw the speed on Christoph Charles, though. He can burn you. Third and 3, out of the shotgun, handoff to Armand Saison, and another El Segundo first down. Romero looks to throw. Intended for James Pearson. Pearson's a guy that Coach Shevlin believes could be a breakout star this season. He's only a sophomore, 6'2", 165, the biggest receiver they have. He'll come out for this set. Christoph Charles back in there. Romero hands off to Saison on 2nd and 10, and Saison with a nice gain of about 6. you looked at the roster for the Eagles on offense especially, you would say, who's going to catch the ball from Romero? All their top receivers from last year graduated. Their best underclassmen receiver, Scott Melton, who had 15 receptions, 224 yards, and 1 touchdown, is out for tonight's game. Someone needs to step up. Romero looking for someone, connects with Kale, he gets it, a huge gain from Nathan Kale, and a big El Segundo first down, under 5 minutes to play. We got a great ball game here, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you for joining us on El Segundo TV. Right on cue, I was talking about which receiver is going to step up, and Nathan Kale raised his hand, said, I'll do it. Romero looking this time for Freilich, cannot connect.
Bring up a 2nd and 10.
27 on the coverage there. I can't find him on my roster. Always one guy we don't have. Looks like it's going to be 27 from the Panthers tonight. Second and 10 coming up for El Segundo from their 30-yard line. Play action. Romero looks, keeps it himself, and drags a couple of Panthers with him, and finally brought down. Brought down at the 22-yard line. Third and short coming up for the Eagles with 3:35 remaining here. The clock ticks on. We'll see if that's a factor late here in the second quarter. Shotgun for Romero. Everybody goes out. Romero looks deep for Saison. That's gonna draw flags for sure. This is incomplete, but Sebastian Huzar, the middle linebacker, didn't even look up at the ball. They will call that 100% of the time. Perhaps a big mistake from the Panthers here, as this penalty could give some big life to El Segundo. There's the official call, pass interference on the defense. An automatic first down.
Be a first down for the Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They will spot this at the 12-yard line. Romero, play action, throw short, Dylan Phillips. Nice pass and catch. And the big guy, Dylan Phillips, gets it, looks like all the way to the 2-yard line.
Pick up 8 on the play, 2nd and 2.
Under 3 minutes, the clock ticks. The Eagles with a terrific scoring opportunity right here, thanks to that big pass interference call from Sebastian Huzar. You know, Coach Young has to be mad about that one. Romero, 2 backs on either side of him, gives it to Gorte. Gorte running through, El Segundo touchdown. Joseph Gorte gets it done right up the middle. He's a small guy, 5'7", 160. As the PAT is good, it's 14-10 Panthers. But El Segundo just breathed a whole lot of life into this audience and into this team. Now saying Gorte, a small guy, but played like a fullback right there, powered through. would not be denied. And now he's in the record books as the first scorer in the 2018 season. There's a trivia question out there. If anyone asks who the first touchdown in the 2018 season in El Segundo was, now you know, Joseph Gortay. .228 here in the second quarter. Jose Hurtado. Now he will kick off. John Skolbar with the return. Perhaps a fumble. Yes, it is. James Frelick to the end zone. Eagles touchdown. Bada bing, bada boom, that quick. That's how it happened. A fumble on the kickoff return. John Skolbar could not hang on, and James Frelick was there, recovered it, and returned it for another Eagles score. This crowd is alive now with 2:19. The Eagles have taken the lead, 16-14, and now Hurtado will look to add one more point to the score. And a kick is no good. One of the Panthers, I believe, got a piece of that, and it stays 16-14. El Segundo takes the lead. That's why you always have to pay attention until the final whistle. You never know what could happen. In such a close, tight game like this, mistakes are bound to happen. So early on in the season, both young teams. But now two big mistakes by the Panthers, the pass interference, and now that fumble. Let's see if those are the daggers that ended here for Peninsula. They'll have another chance. They return it. Anthony Aguelo, the junior, on the return that time. Clock stops at 2 minutes and 14 seconds here in the second quarter. 2-point lead by El Segundo. Lots of time for this Panthers offense to answer back. They have 2 timeouts. Play action by Gertzinger, and he gets sacked, swarmed up by a few defenders. Dylan Phillips there. Ben Rosas was there, as well as Bailey Greenberg, swallowing up Ethan Gertzinger. Loss of 4 on the play. And now for El Segundo, all sides of the ball coming alive. 4-3 formation for the Eagles defense. Gertzinger under pressure, rolls, throws one deep. Looking for number 10 and connects. Justin Kim with a huge catch. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. This is a heavyweight fight. Back and forth, these teams are going. With 1:25, the Panthers will not go down without a fight. Kim's a big target, 6'2", 186. A touchdown catch last week, at a 37-yard touchdown catch actually last week. Gertzinger this time throws to Wyatt Chang. He gets brought down by Kyle Myers. Good gain by Chang, a gain of 8 on the catch. Ball at the 22-yard line. Second and 4 coming up. And a Panthers timeout, excuse me. With 52 seconds here in the second quarter, Peninsula will talk it over. What a chain of events these last few minutes here in the second quarter. It's been exciting, that's for sure. As the Eagles were driving, a big pass interference call thanks to Sebastian Huzar. That led to an Eagles touchdown. And then on the kickoff, Paulus Verdes, Peninsula, John Skolbar could not hang on. He fumbles the kickoff return. Freilich was there, recovers it, runs it back. And the Eagles have the lead 16-14. But thanks to a huge pass and catch from Gertzinger to Justin Kemp, the Panthers, with under a minute, have a scoring opportunity once again. Second and 4. In back formation, 3 receivers. O'Connor to the left of Gertzinger, a fumble. Gertzinger gets it back. He's poised and calm and collective. Makes the best out of a bad situation there. Panthers going hurry up. Third and about 3. Gertzinger throws this one up for Justin Kemp. Almost picked off by Kyle Myers. But that will stop the clock with 24.7 seconds. And it will bring up a 4th down for Peninsula. Myers is 5'10", Kim is 6'2". A good battle there. Keep an eye on those two guys right now. 4th and short. But they're going for a field goal. So scratch all of that talk. As Jack Hayworth will go for 3. Hayworth's kick. It's up. And it's off. No good. And the score remains the same. El Segundo keeps the 2-point lead, 16-14, with 20 seconds before halftime.
Don't forget to stick around for our halftime. The award was an El Segundo High School Marching Band performance.
Segundo never panicked, even though they were down. And that's why we play sports. You never know when things can turn around. As long as you keep your head in the game, just like James Freilich did. Romero with 20 seconds. Looking at the call of play, but Shevlin actually calls a timeout here with 20 seconds in the second quarter. Interesting call right there. 20 seconds, I guess, is enough time. Sling one up there, especially Romero's arm strength. It's such a close game, you don't want to make any mistakes. Come the Eagles back on the court, on the field. Let's see what they came up with. Romero out of the shotgun, rolls, looks to throw, has an open Gorte, and he will go out of bounds with 13.5 seconds. So it looks like El Segundo is still hungry, wants more points here in the second quarter. They have 2 timeouts left, 13.5 seconds. They gotta go quick. Christoph Charles to the bottom of your screen, 3 receivers up top. Here's Romero, looks, has pressure in front of him, finally steps up in the pocket. Has Christoph Charles, and no, it bounces off his helmet, and it's incomplete. Xavier Soto on the coverage, and that's gonna do it. They'll let this one run out. After 2 quarters of football, the Eagles take the lead, and they lead 16-14 over the Peninsula Panthers. Paulie Anderson, let's go down to you.
Absolutely, head coach Steve Shevlin. I would say the tempo changed when Nathan Cale got that amazing catch. What would you say?
I think that's a big play for us. Nathan's worked really hard this summer, and is just a sure-handed guy. And Matt took a shot. He comes down with that, gets a big first down, and kind of gets the tempo going, and we start making some plays. Armand's running the ball well, and Matt's throwing the ball well. We just got to stay calm, get our defense cleaned up a little bit, and see where it takes the second half.
Second half, I mean, how are you going to keep the players focused for that second half?
Well, we just got to execute. Defensively, I think we're doing the right things. We're just getting exposed a little bit. And that could be tired, it could be nerves. Coach Epp will get him at second half, see where we calm down. Offensively, I just think we need to keep doing what we're doing, see where it takes us. Thank you.
Back to you, Egidio.
Thank you, Tolly, and we'll see what adjustments El Segundo makes, as well as the Panthers. That's going to do it here at halftime. The Eagles lead 16-14 over the Palos Verdes Peninsula Panthers. We'll be right back on El Segundo TV. Hello everyone and welcome back inside Hazeltine Field as we are about to start the third quarter. El Segundo leads Palos Verdes Peninsula 16-14. Quick recap of what happened in the first half. Monroy from the Panthers with a rushing touchdown. A field goal by El Segundo made it 7-3. Then O'Connor for the Panthers rushed it in as well, made it 14-3 Peninsula. The Eagles answered back with Joseph Gorte's rushing touchdown, and then they were trailing 14-10. Then on the kickoff return, number 4, John Skolbar fumbled. Freilich recovers and ran it back for an El Segundo touchdown, and that brings us to 16-14 El Segundo. The Eagles declined the coin toss at the beginning of the game, so now they will receive. Back deep is Gorte and Kyle Myers. Jack Hayworth will kick it for the Panthers. And there's the whistle. We're all set. The teams are set. Here's the kickoff to start the third quarter. Right in the hands of Joseph Gorte. And he will run this back. Shakes off one defender. Jukes another one. Stiff arms another one. And he's finally down at the 42-yard line. A huge return from Joseph Gorte. Good field position for El Segundo to start us off here in the third quarter. And there you see number 73, Alex Ron, who's starting for the first time at right tackle. Caden Langlos is out with an injury. So Ron, who usually plays defensive end and tight end, steps up on the offensive line. That's why he had to switch numbers as well, like we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, because you're not allowed to wear those low numbers on the O-line. penalty right away on El Segundo. Some movement up front. So good return from the Eagles, and then a penalty, and brings it back 5 yards. Ball spotted at the 36-yard line, and that's where Romero and company will take over. A 1st and 15 to start the third quarter. Hand off to Armand Saison. He goes right, spins, and a gain of about 3. Saison listed as a fullback, a position that's a dying position in football at any level. High school, college, definitely college in the NFL. You don't see fullbacks at all. But as a fullback, Coach Shevlin said that Saison will be featured a lot. They will rely on him for most of the running game this season. Under center, handoff to Gorte. Trips over some linemen, but a good run and a good gain of about 5. Ball spotted just a little bit before the 45-yard line, inches away. It's a 3rd and 6 situation for El Segundo. One receiver at the top of your screen, 2 at the bottom. Saison in the backfield. Romero throws. Is looking for James Pearson, but a little bit overthrown. Pressure, though, was there. Lots of white jerseys, including Xavier Soto. That's a 4th down situation for El Segundo, and first punt of the night from both teams. You know, it's been a good game when your first punt comes at the 10-minute and 20-second mark in the third quarter. Matthew Romero, the punter, did a great job as a punter last year. High snap. There is a penalty, though, on the play. As soon as the ball was snapped, Romero does get to it, gets it off, and a nice punt. This one will bounce into the hands of O'Connor. O'Connor coming back to the right side, has space. Another penalty comes in, and O'Connor goes down at about the 37-yard line. And we don't want to get too excited here because lots of yellow on the field. And we'll see as this all clears up what it all means for both teams. There was a flag as soon as the ball was snapped, and then right before O'Connor went down, the penalty came in from the top of the screen. Rob Zeller, the head referee, will talk to Coach David Young, explain the situation, and then explain it to us, hopefully. First one on El Segundo, decline, and then a pushing it back on Peninsula. So false start by the Eagles. That one was declined, pushing it back from Peninsula. Penalties should offset. But definitely will take some yardage back from O'Connor's return, and they will place this one right at the 49-yard line. Still great field position for the Panthers to start this drive. Hand off to O'Connor, slicing through the defense And close to another first down, inches away. O'Connor with 2 touchdowns on the season, one last week, one tonight. Second and short will be coming up for the Panthers with 9:32 in the third quarter. Gretzinger out of the shotgun, 3 receiver set. O'Connor behind him. Hands off, gives it to O'Connor. He gets swollen up by Dylan Phillips in the backfield. A loss of about 4 on the play. Phillip, who had 27 tackles last year, 2 sacks as a junior. Coach Heck and Coach Chevron looking for big things out of him on the defensive side as well as on the offensive side. Plays tight end. 6'1", 185, definitely has some size to him. 3rd and 4 for the Panthers. Gertzinger throws, looking for Kemp. Incomplete, good coverage by Kyle Myers, who's been everywhere tonight, shutting down these Panther receivers. 4th and 4 coming up for Peninsula. For the Panthers, this would be a waste if they can't do anything with it. They started at the 49-yard line, El Segundo's 49-yard line. They need 4 yards for a first down. They're going for it. 4 receivers. O'Connor to the left of Gertzinger. Fakes O'Connor's handoff. Throws, completes for a first down. Nice catch by John Skoblar. Skoblar bouncing back. He had that fumble on a kickoff return. Nice little quick toss to him to get his confidence back up. First and 10 for Gertzinger and the Panthers at the 36-yard line into Eagles territory. Gertzinger out of the shotgun. O'Connor gets the snap, follows his big lineman for a 9-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and short for Peninsula. Gertzinger had 151 yards last week through the air with 2 touchdowns, 13 pass attempts, was named the Daily Breeze High School Football Player of the Week. A nice honor for him. Haven't seen too much throwing from him though. Here he goes right on cue, looking for the corner in the end zone. Does not do it. James Freilich with a great coverage. John Skoblar, the big intended receiver for the Panthers. Freilich only 5'8", that's what he's listed as. He got up there though, got some height. I don't have Skoblar's height on the roster, but I would say he's a little bit taller than Freilich. That same matchup up top, at the top of your screen, Freilich and Skoblar. There's a handoff and a run by Sammy Monroy, getting his first carry of the third quarter. .7:15 in the third quarter. Clock is rolling, as is the Panthers offense. Again, 3 receivers set. Rohan Ali in there now, number 18. But O'Connor gets the carry. looking to get away. Gets a nice gain of about 5 yards. Christoph Charles and Jose Hurtado on the tackle. Ben Rosas comes out for Gunnar Rogers. There you see big number 55. Can't miss him, long hair. Had sunglasses yesterday in practice underneath the helmet. Definitely a character, as most offense and defensive linemen are. 2nd and 2. Handoff to O'Connor once again, and he's swallowed up by that D-line, led by Gunnar Rogers. O'Connor taking his time to get up. And the Panthers already lost a linebacker earlier on today. Brett McGowan went down, has not been in since. And now if O'Connor doesn't return, that could be a huge blow to the Panthers. Already has a rushing touchdown tonight and has seen the majority of the carries. He was the starting running back for Peninsula. It's an interesting game because the varsity El Segundo team has not played Peninsula. And I went back as far as 2003 on Max Preps and did not see that they played each other. But the freshman team in 2016 did play Peninsula, lost 10-8. And some of those freshmen that lost that game are on this varsity team now. And they are really looking forward to this matchup here tonight to get that loss back as O'Connor walks back towards his sideline. Seems to be okay. That's a good sign for Coach David Young and Panther fans out there. 3rd and 2 coming up at the 15-yard line. So the Panthers once again knocking on the door of another score perhaps. Same formation, 3 receiver set, a back behind Gertzinger. They do hand it off. That's Sebastian Buzar, and he goes straight up the middle for a huge gain. Another Peninsula first down. Sebastian Huzar getting some action here late in the 3rd quarter. Didn't see him at all in the 1st and 2nd. And he had 2 rushing touchdowns last week, but both were from 1 yard out in that win against Oak Park. First and goal. Huzar stays in there as running back behind Gertzinger. He has Kim to his right. They do hand it off to Sebastian. And he tries to power in there. But the Eagles D-line says not right now, not this play.
Tackle made by James Phil and Jackson Ross.
The 2nd and goal for Peninsula. They're about 1.5 yards shy of another touchdown. O'Connor back in there, going with a smaller back, not by much. He's to the left of Gertzinger. Gertzinger keeps it himself and gets stopped. Great job by the defense. Jackson Ross, the first man to get there. This will be a huge 3rd down play coming up for the El Segundo defense. And with the student section standing and watching in anticipation, we are up here as well. 3rd and goal. Under center, Gertzinger hands it off to Sebastian Huzar. He stands straight up. They blow the whistle, no signal. And he is denied. Jose Hurtado, one of the Eagles trying to pull him down, as well as James Freilich. Gunnar Rogers was in there. Big defensive stand right here for El Segundo. 4th and goal, 1 yard out. The Panthers down by 2. 3 minutes and 31 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. Gertzinger, O'Connor behind him. There's the whistle. Timeout, Palos Verdes. Got to give it up to this defense. Big stand so far. We got to do it one more time. One more big play right here. Coach Heck, let's see what he draws up. It's definitely a guy that can motivate you. If there's anybody out there that can, it's Coach Heck. Panthers do have some options to go with. They showed O'Connor before the timeout was called in the backfield. They have Sebastian Huizar, like I mentioned, a little bit bigger of a running back. And O'Connor back up there as well as Sebastian Huizar now. So they're bringing both of them in. Gertzinger under center, I formation. A yard out on 4th down. O'Connor gets it, goes to the left in the end zone. Panthers score. This could be bittersweet for Peninsula because O'Connor's down and there's another, I believe, offensive lineman. 2 Peninsula players down. They're both being tended. There's O'Connor. He was shaking his hand as soon as he came down in the end zone. Oh, that's Sebastian Huizar, the other man down. So both running backs for the Panthers being looked at. Huizar looks to be okay. O'Connor still being tended. And we'll see what this means because those 2 guys are 1 and 2 on the depth chart at running back. Although tonight Sammy Monroy has also been a big help. O'Connor goes back to the sidelines. We hope he's all right. The Panthers did score thanks to Mason O'Connor. And now they will try the PAT attempt. Jack Hayworth. Anthony Aguelo, the holder. There's a snap, the hold, the kick is good. 21-16. The Panthers lead with 3 minutes and 13 seconds in the third quarter. When I talked to Coach Young earlier this week in our discussion, I brought up what kind of off-season regimen has he implemented to get these guys back to loving football and just to come out and play and participate. I did see them running. I was running myself on Avenue C in Redondo Beach one day in the summer, and I see this big group of football players out there wearing gold and black, and as I got closer, I saw Peninsula on the front of the shirt. So I asked Coach Young about that, and he said, we do stairs, we do sprint drills on the sand, we do a bunch of outdoor activities to get us fit and ready for the season. And they also do yoga. They implemented a yoga system in the off-season in which the players have fallen in love with. Coach Young said, the yoga instructor sometimes is tougher on these guys than I am. But the guys love it, love how it's making their flexibility and how they're more loose and agile. And for the Panthers, it's been working. Here's Hayworth with the kickoff. Gorte back to receive. Look how fast Joseph Gorte is, and he gets spun down at the 35-yard line. Now, you don't hear yoga and football go hand in hand too much, but the Panthers are making it work. One place you might hear it is Southern California, so it makes sense. The Eagles take over at their own 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for Romero and company. Saison in motion. Play action for Romero. Gets away from some trouble, but cannot escape the Panthers as a load of them bring him down. Aguelo is there, Zach Daney. Second and 10 coming up for Romero. He had some crazy games last year. 3 touchdowns in the first half, 2 touchdowns. He had some huge games as he escapes here looking for a huge play. Comes back to the right side, spins and goes down at the 40. A gain of about 5 for Romero on the scramble. Bring up 3rd and 5. Almost 500 yards rushing last season. And the kid never played quarterback at the varsity level. Never started a game at the varsity level. And he did last year. Romero took over, had an 8-2 regular season record, took him to the playoffs. And just put up insane numbers and showed such poise. And he could hurt you on the ground, through the air. Teams did not know how to stop him. We're looking for big things out of Matthew Romero in his senior year. Some movement by the O-line of the Eagles, pushes them back. 3rd and 10 coming up for Romero. Drops back, scrambles, still looking, tosses it. Charles connects, huge catch all the way down at the 35-yard line. Big first down catch for Christoph Charles. Charles is going to be something special this season. He's a soccer player, so you know he has the speed. Played a little bit last year on the football team, but mainly as a kicker. And this year getting looks at receiver and DB. He lines up at the bottom of your screen. Romero looking for him again. Will toss it though to Armand Saison, wide open. A block by Gorte, and a huge run by Armand Saison all the way down to the 15-yard line. What a terrific game we've had so far. Both teams going back and forth. Under a minute to play here in the 3rd quarter. 21-16 your score. The Panthers just took the lead a few minutes ago in the 3rd quarter, if you're just joining us. And the Eagles looking to give him a receipt. Romero with Gorte to his left, Saison to his right. An encroachment by the defense, it looked like. Jason Aguelo moved a little bit, perhaps too early. And there's the official call. That will help El Segundo move up 5 yards.
At the Peninsula 10-yard line.
As the seconds wind down here in the third quarter, perhaps one more play for El Segundo in the third. Saison to the, no, that's Freilich actually, to the left of Romero, but Romero keeps it himself, come back to the right side, has space, dodges one defender and goes down and out of bounds, but not after getting a first down. And there's a late penalty. Usually those mean it's on the defense. We'll wait for the referees to give us the official word. There's actually a sportsmanlike penalty on El Segundo. So perhaps something was said there after the play that drew the penalty. In a close game like this, tempers flare. For the Eagles, they're at home. It's the first game of the season. But this definitely a negative. If you're an El Segundo fan, it brought him back all the way to the 20-yard line. There'll be a 1st and 10 there. They cleared it up. It's going to be 1st and 20. As they got that sorted out. Here's Romero. Romero hands it off. That's Saison showing speed and power. Powers through. And he's down right at about the 6-yard line. They spot him at the 7. That's going to do it for the third quarter. The Eagles trail 21-16 to the Panthers. And what a game it's been, back and forth, both teams. Lots of weapons on both teams, and both offenses and defenses can strike at any time. The only score in the third quarter was the Mason O'Connor rushing touchdown that made it 21-16. And Romero's hearing it about that penalty there from Coach Shevlin. Chev having a good laugh there with the referees. Still a good opportunity for El Segundo as we start this fourth quarter. Ball placed at the 8, and it's 2nd down for the Eagles. Romero keeps it himself, comes back the other way, nothing but room. Touchdown, Matthew Romero. Romero's first touchdown of the season, and it comes early on here in the fourth quarter. And now his team's up by 1. Looking to go up by 2. as they're about to attempt the PAT. Coach Shevlin will take a timeout. The Eagles were not ready there. I believe they were missing a T, or somebody was missing from the formation. And they'll talk it up. Well, the Eagles take the lead once again. Can they hold on here? As we just started the final and fourth quarter here at Hazeltine Field. A beautiful night for football. It's been very humid lately here in Southern California, and cooled off a little bit here tonight, thankfully. For an early start to the season, Coach Shevlin said this is one of the very few times in his 25-year career here at El Segundo they've started before school has actually started. So these kids haven't even started school yet, but the football season is underway. So the Eagles will go for two. Romero takes the low snap, comes to the right side, looking to run it himself. He does, and the two-point conversion is good. So Romero rushes for the touchdown, gets his team up 22-16. They try the PAT attempt, didn't like what they saw, call a timeout. They line it back up to go for two with Romero out of the shotgun, keeps that himself, even though it was a low snap. Didn't matter to number 9. He rolled out to the right and got the two-point conversion, and the Eagles lead 24-16 with 11 minutes and 54 seconds in the fourth quarter. Danielle Zavala kicks it off. That's Xavier Soto on the return. And Soto gets taken down aggressively by number 7, Corey Craig. 11 minutes and 49 seconds. We'll see what the Panthers do to answer back. They definitely have proven and shown that they can answer back, they can score, and they can hit you at any time, at any moment. They also have been a little banged up though as this game has gone on and progressed. Both running backs, O'Connor and Huzar, have been banged up. A new running back in there now. I can't tell which one it is. He gets the carry and he powers through. That's number 6 for the Panthers. Destin Reed, a junior. Reed will stay in there. Gretzinger out of the shotgun. Quick pass. That's Skolbar. Connects and close to another first down. They're spotting him, I believe, for a first down. There's a penalty though there. At the top of your screen. Ref picks it up. That's a face mask on El Segundo. And that helps the Panthers gain an extra 5 yards. So 1st and 10 for Peninsula at their own 40. Gretzinger out of the shotgun. Hands off to Reed. The bruiser goes nowhere. Bailey Greenberg there to stop him. 18 tackles for Greenberg last year. 6 foot, 260 pounds. A big guy to move out of your way. Second and 11 coming up for Peninsula. Gertzinger out of the shotgun, rolls, now finally throws, connects, and the catch is made by Wyatt Chain, the senior tight end. His first catch of the evening. Gain of 5 on the play. Good crowd on the PV Peninsula side as well. They're not too far away from here. A lot of supporters made the drive. Third and long. Gertzinger airs it out deep. Has Kim. A nice job defending by Nick Villa. Got his right hand in front of the ball. And a big stop. Let's go down to Tolly Anderson with a hit.
Egidio, I have to say it again, this crowd is unreal down here. I even noticed, I don't know if you can pan over a little bit, these cheerleaders are already giving away gold footballs to the student section and even t-shirts. I may grab you one. It is, I feel like it's middle of the season already. It's unreal.
As we come back here, a penalty on El Segundo. Neglects that great defensive play from Nick Villa. So it won't be a 4th down situation for the Panthers. It's a 1st down situation thanks to the penalty, and more life for the Panthers here. Gertzinger hands off to Reed. Reed takes it up the middle and just drags a defender with him. So big running backs here in Peninsula High School. Gain of 6 on that play, 7 officially. Bringing up 2nd and 3 for the Panthers. Pump fake, Gertzinger connects up the middle. That's Rohan Ali. And another Panthers 1st down. Eight minutes and 20 seconds and counting left in the ball game. 1st and 10 at the 20. What a game it's been so far. Gretzinger hands off to Reed, right up the middle, gets stopped by the wall of Eagle defenders. Gunnar Rogers, one of the big guys up front. Luis Beas also there. James Emerald, Ben Rosas, and Dylan Phillips. And a timeout taken by the Eagles with 7 minutes and 44 seconds in the 4th quarter. The Panthers threatening, down by 3.
The Eagles were 4-1 last year at home. Always been a great home team. It has a lot to do with this fan base. They always come out to support and cheer. And a great atmosphere here in El Segundo for high school football every Friday night. Second and 10. Coming out of the timeout at the 20. Gretzinger. Throws deep to the corner, intended for Kim. Way overthrown though. Great coverage on the play. Nick Villa was there. I believe Kyle Myers as well. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Swallowed up is Ethan Gertzinger. Luis Beas, one of the first Eagles to get to him. And that's going to bring up 4th down for the Panthers. So interesting to see what Coach David Young calls here on 4th and long at the 22-yard line with 7 minutes in the 4th quarter. Clock is ticking. The Panthers line up, a man in motion. Jack Hayworth comes to the right side. Gertzinger drops, throws, connects with Skolbrar, and he gets brought down quickly thanks to Nick Villa, and that's a turnover on downs. The Eagles defense steps up big late in the 4th. Up by 3, 24-21. And they're going to try to hold on to that tight lead. It's a little over 6 minutes, 6:41 to be exact in the ball game. Romero under center, throws to Gorte. He's got space, he's got room, jukes one defender, and all the other Panthers get there and bring him down. Nice gain though, 9 yards on the play. They keep the clock moving. The Panthers have 2 timeouts left, the Eagles have 1. What a good game, what a close game. That's what we were hoping for. Great way to start the season. Now they gave him the 1st down, so it's 1st and 10 now. There's Armand Saison. Gain of 5. Run down by Caleb Chang. Second and 5 for Romero and company at their own 30. Under 6 minutes, 5:38. There's a whistle. Timeout taken by Coach Shevlin and El Segundo. That's their final timeout of the ball game. That stops the clock with 5 minutes and 38 seconds. Eagles lead 24-21. come the Panthers following the timeout. Team has 2 of their own. El Segundo down to none. We'll see if that plays into this game later on. A little over 5 minutes remaining. Here's Romero handing it off. That's Armand Saison. Spins, refuses to go down, and finally brought down thanks to Caleb Chang once again on the play. Chang only a sophomore. Coach Young is high on him. He told me that it's a guy to watch out for when we chatted. It's been a little bit quiet here in this game. It's kind of making some plays now, though. Back-to-back tackles. First down for the Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 42. Clock is ticking. 5:08. Handoff. Gorte right through. And a nice gain of about 6. Segundo lining it up again. Quick toss to Gorte. Did he have enough for the first? Looks like he did. They spot him at the 48-yard line. That's another Eagles first down. Classic ground and pound type of offense here from El Segundo. Gain yards, let the clock tick, and go home with a victory perhaps. 4:05 remaining. Eagles up by 3. Hand off to Saison. He comes to the left side, cuts inside, cuts through, and he's gone. Armand Saison with 1 defender to beat, and finally goes out of bounds at the 6-yard line. That could be the final dagger in this game. They actually spot him at the 9-yard line. That's where he got pushed out. Nonetheless, still a huge run for Armand. Stays in the backfield. Gets the handoff straight up the middle, but goes nowhere. Big number 53, Zach Daney there. 6'2", 290. Not easy to move. Almost 300 pounds up front. And you see Saison feeling the effect of that one. I think we all would.
No gain on the play. 2nd and goal.
3 minutes and 18 seconds. Second and goal, Romero rolls out, looking to throw, does, incomplete, intended. Number 7, Corey Craig.
Pass intended for number 7, Corey Craig, falling incomplete. So 3rd down and goal.
And we'll stop the clock with 3 minutes and 3 seconds here in the 4th. It's a 3rd down for El Segundo. Romero jogs in. Tells the play in the huddle. Let's see if the Eagles have a little bit more magic left in them and extend this 3-point lead. Romero, pressure, runs away, has space, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, El Segundo! Fly, Eagles fly. Romero flies in the end zone for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night. PAT attempt just barely over the crossbar. It's good off the footers Jose Hurtado. 31-21, a 10-point lead El Segundo has with 2 minutes and 56 seconds remaining in the ball game. Don't count the Panthers out though, with 2 timeouts and a little under 3 minutes to play. They've scored, and they've scored quick here tonight. They've shown they got the heart and they don't give up. But perhaps some injuries, some crucial penalties caught up to the Panthers. They led 14-3 at one point. And now it's been all El Segundo here in the third and fourth quarter. Xavier Soto on the return, but a whole lot of blue jerseys around him bring him down. And leading the charge was Corey Craig. Soto brought down at the 17-yard line. And that's where last week's Daily Breeze Player of the Week, Ethan Gretzinger, will take over with his team. Down 10. Gretzinger drops back, has pressure thanks to Dylan Phillips. Dumps it off. That's Reed on the catch and run. And a big first down once again for the Panthers. They're going to move the chains. 2:40 though, and counting. They do have 2 timeouts, but the clock could be the big issue and the big opponent for the Panthers here. Jack Hayworth comes out. Destin Reed steps in. Gretzinger steps up, throws, rifles one down. Oh, just inches away from the hands of John Skoblar. That's an incomplete, bringing up second down. Skoblar did have an impact in this game, but not the way he wanted to. He fumbled a kickoff return that led to a James Frolic recovery and run back for a touchdown. That's what kind of sparked this, not only Eagles team, but this fan base here tonight. Second and 10. 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Gretzinger, quick throw. Off the hands of Rohan Ali, incomplete. It does stop the clock with 2 minutes and 8 seconds. It is 3rd and 10 though for Peninsula. The Eagles bringing in Gunnar Rogers. They swap them out. Greenberg comes out. Rogers is in. .208, 3rd and 10 for the Panthers, down 10. Gretzinger looks to throw, doesn't like anything, scrambles, now tosses a big one. That's for Skoblar, but it's out of bounds and underthrown this time. Stops the clock with 1:59, but it's a 4th down for Peninsula. Gretzinger has to get, especially this late in the ball game, the ball in better positions to his receivers for them to make a play, although some of them have been dropped. 2 plays ago, Rohan Ali had it in his fingertips. Let's see, 1:59 on the clock. 4th and 10 for the Panthers, down 10. Gertzinger rolls, calls an audible, throws it deep, looking for Kim. Lots of blue jerseys, and it's intercepted. Christoph Charles picks him off. And that could be the ball game right there. Second turnover of the night, a fumble on a kick return, and now Christoph Charles with his first INT of the season, and that could do it with a minute 49. The Eagles are close to starting the season 1-0. Here's Romero, hands it off to Saison. And will try to eat up this clock as fast as possible. It's 1:40 and counting. And the Eagles, if this result does hold up, have to be happy with this win and proud of this win, what they've shown. Another rushing play for El Segundo. Came into this one, lots of question marks. This is a good Peninsula team that gave them a fight, and they got productivity, did the Eagles, from Joseph Gorte, Armand Saison. Romero had a terrific game, as expected. Nathan Kale stepped up, Christoph Charles. Up front, the O-line, the D-line did a great job. Gunnar Rogers up front is one of the senior captains, especially with some injuries on the O-line. Caden Langlos out, and Alex Ron stepping in, never played O-line before. This could have been a different story for El Segundo. Romero there with a nice run, perhaps to finish his night, as we're about to approach the end of this one. There's a flag, though, that comes in late. And Romero on his knees slowly to get up. The clock has stopped with 26.5 seconds. Romero seems to be okay. See what this penalty was. There's a hold on El Segundo. That will move him back a little bit, but will not change the result of this one, unfortunately, with 26.5 seconds remaining. And a two-possession game. The Eagles pretty much wrapped this one up. Good way to start the season for El Segundo. The Eagles will take a knee, and that one will do it as the clock will wind down. El Segundo will go to 1-0 as they win this one over the Palos Verdes Peninsula Panthers by a final score of 31-21. Congratulations to the Eagles. Congratulations to the Panthers, also put up a big fight. It was a great game back and forth. The Panthers will go to Culver City next. El Segundo will go to North Torrance. And the Panthers drop to 1-1 on the season. The Eagles are 1-0. A lot of questions, not all of them answered, but majority of them have, as the offense looked good tonight. The defense worked well. Definitely things to work on, but I think now everyone, including the coaching staff and us here, have a better understanding of what this Eagles team might look like this year. But a great job by everyone involved. It was a complete team effort by the El Segundo Eagles. Everyone showed up, everyone produced. Including Matthew Romero with 2 rushing touchdowns, a 2-point conversion, and an Eagles victory in his first game as a senior. Let's go down to Tolly Anderson. She has Matthew Romero.
Thanks, Segundo quarterback Matthew Romero. You got the first W in the books as a senior. What are your first takeaways?
I'm just excited. I'm happy we won this one. It was looking kind of iffy in the beginning, but I'm glad we got to pull it out in the end.
I know that you said during springtime you were excited to throw to your receivers. Who were your main targets tonight that you were gelling with?
Tonight, Nathan Kale, Kristoff, those are my guys tonight. They're catching everything from me.
What about that running back? He seems to be fitting right in.
Armand, he's a baller. He just goes at it. I love him.
Thank you so much. Back to you, Gideon.
Thank you, Tolly. All smiles for Matthew Romero and all smiles for the El Segundo Eagles. Again, congratulations. They start the season 1-0 as they defeat the Panthers 31-21. That's going to do it from up here in the booth. From everyone involved here at El Segundo TV, I'm Miguel Delio for Tolly Anderson. Have a great night, guys. We'll see you next time.
Hazeltine Field for the Football 2018 postgame show alongside Egidio DeLu. I'm Tolly Anderson. Right off the jump, Egidio, what were your takeaways of tonight's game?
Well, a lot of question marks, like we said in pregame, but I think a lot of guys stepped up. Of course, Matthew Romero's stellar game, 2 rushing touchdowns and a 2-point conversion, and then a leader that you could see him leading this team, shouting constructions and just getting the guys pumped up. But Joey Gorte had a great game. He was a guy that smaller running back, similar to Danny McEntee last year in Tastuese the year before, but smaller back. Didn't see a whole lot of action on varsity last year. Now he's the guy and had a pretty good game. Had a rushing touchdown and got a whole lot of looks at running back and as well as the receiver. And then Armand Saison, Coach Chevlin was high on him before the season started. Got a good look at him. He's going to get a lot of carries, it looks like, on offense. So now we know a little bit better what this team looks like and what this team is made out of.
Talking about offense, and I mean, Matthew truly did come back as almost a different player. He's grown up. He is boisterous now with everyone. And that's offense mainly. I think we almost knew exactly what was going to be going on in offense. And at halftime, when I spoke to Coach Chevlin, he mentioned defense needs to almost get tightened up. What were your takeaways on that? Yeah,
on defense, obviously they gave up 21 points. So, on the first game of the season, not something that's great. You want to have a stellar defense performance, but this defense was very young. If you compared offense and defense, I think the offense was a safer bet that they're going to do better this season. Well, coming in with the defense, you didn't know what you were going to have. Way many more question marks, especially on the defensive line and then on the linebackers, and the DB's brand new. Christoph Charles, though, stepped up huge.
Yes, I did notice that. I had to look him up.
Number 5, you cannot miss him. Played soccer, won a CIF championship right here on this field with the soccer team and scored a goal right over there to win the championship for the El Segundo Eagles, but also stepped up. That big interception, not too far away from where we are standing, sealed up the game and then did a terrific job as receiver as well. I think he's going to be a guy to watch out for. Finally starting on varsity. Last year played a little bit towards the end of the season, but mainly as a kicker. Now he's going to be featured on offense and defense. And then Gunnar Rogers. Not only the personality on that guy, But man, you could see his presence on that defensive line as well as offensive line, but especially on defense. Every time he made a tackle, every time he filled up a gap, and then he would look into the crowd and try to get the crowd riled up and try to get them to make some noise. He's a character, but he also performed on the field as well.
Who would you coin as your star player for this game? I've got one, so you tell me yours first.
I think the easy answer would be Matthew Romero, but I think I would go with Joseph Gorte. I think it was a guy that was surprising and actually had a lot of goals that people thought this guy's going to be the next Danny McAtee, the next Des Tuese. And I think he performed well tonight. He took that pressure and didn't let it get to him and scored a touchdown and led his team to a nice win here tonight.
So you're going to ask me who mine is?
Who do you got?
Nathan Kale.
Okay.
The tempo changed. With
Yes.
that freaky catch out there, it all flipped, and then it went into halftime, and then we came back into the second half. I saw the energy completely change there.
That's a great pick because that was a guy when we were talking actually off camera said which receiver is going to step up.
Yes.
He stepped up big tonight as well.
He did. Who do we have up next? Do we have any idea?
They go to North Torrance on the road next, and then back here at home against rival Miracosta, and we'll have that game covered for you. It should be a great rivalry here in the South Bay, the Mustangs and the Eagles once again.
Yes. They were even saying, a few juniors, class of 2020, were saying that this was going to be their favorite game or the best game because of what happened their freshman season. So
Yeah, the freshmen in 2016 lost to Peninsula. It's the only time since 2003 that these two teams met, and the freshmen lost to Peninsula in 2016 10-8. So a lot of those guys, I'm sure, had this game circled, and now they got that loss back, and they were happy after tonight's result.
that wraps up the post-game show. Alongside Egidio DeLu, I'm Tolly Anderson. We'll see you next time.